Alright guys, so I've actually decided to sell the 64 kiosk, and I'm going to show you how to properly take this apart and transport it. What I do is I remove controllers, console, interior stuff here, TV comes out, and the marquee comes out. So let's get started. To remove controllers, you remove all 6 screws here on each side. And here there's only actually 5 screws. There wasn't a screw on the top, even though the hole's there, and that's how I got it. You remove those 4 or 5 screws and these 6 screws on here, and then you just remove the wires that go in here to the inside, and that comes out. To remove the actual shroud in here, the console's actually bolted in, so I don't have to worry about the console. That just flops on top of it. It's not really bolted in. Controllers have been removed. There's the brackets, all the bolts there. Controllers have been put to this side. Easier to transport because they get in the way of doors. It's a very wide footprint, as you can see there. Next step would be to remove the TV. There's 2 screws here. This pops out. There's going to be one, I think 7/16 screw in there, pinning the TV down so it won't, flip over on you. And then up here, normally they have screws there and there, but they tend to most of the 64s have this back missing, so because they would break. They're very thin and fragile. These had the plastics break there already, so there's no screws. So what the guy did is he velcroed it here, so it's just velcroed in. So you pop it out, there's going to be 1 screw here and 1 screw here, and then the power plug is going to be right here on the side, and that pops out the entire back cover with the fluorescents all together. And then once you do that, and you take off the TV and you take off the marquee, then you can transport this kiosk. As far as removing these pillars, they're kind of sandwiched, very difficult to take apart. They're bolted from the bottom up of the base, and those tend to rust out or be very difficult to remove, or they strip. Very difficult to take care of, so my recommendation is leave it alone. Don't mess with that. But as you can see, this is pretty much going to be good to go here in a bit, so let's do that. All right, 2 screws there, this kind of sandwiched in between there like that. I did do the upgrade as video, as you can see there. They normally weren't on as video. I did the upgrade. And then up here, I lied. There's a screw in the middle to hold on the fluorescent here in the back, and you can see it just hooked up by a plug there. And then there's 2 bolts, bottom and top, for the actual entire marquee. So that's how you get it all out. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, there it is. So quick update. It is 1 screw that holds on to the actual beam here, and the 2 outer screws just grab onto this cover that goes over it. So there you go. There you go. I just removed the TV and then just put it back on. I zip tied this just to make sure this doesn't fly around, because I'm going to be transporting it about 3-4 hours away from me. It's about 7 feet tall, so if you have a long bed, fits perfect, but most of the beds are going to be about 6 feet, so it's going to be hanging out. I don't recommend you lay them on the truck bed and this piece lays on the top of the truck bed. I rather recommend these lay flat on this metal bracket and this. These brackets are made of aluminum and they bend very easily, and it's very difficult to repair one of these aluminum bends on this thing without making it look a little funky. So recommendation, if you're ever gonna lay them in an angle of any sort, always lay them on the base and this metal part here for the base of the TV. Never lay them on here. These will bend very easily and you'll regret it heavily. Moving these, don't pull them too much from here. Always try to move them from this metal bracket. This metal bracket will not bend. These are under tension from the screws that go here, the screws that go there, and so they're already pretty tense, and so you can get stress fractures from moving these too much. That's just my recommendation. When you move these, see, nothing up there, nothing here. Very easy to transport now. Now, you could make it much easier by removing this front here, but it's a lot of work, too many wiring. You might miss a wiring and screw it up, so I recommend don't mess with that. So you can see there's my controllers, there's that, my bracketry's over there. Here's the topper, everything. There's the fluorescents. These are the topper covers that go around here on each side, and there's the TV. Now I also even have the remote for the TV that's going. So here's the remote. So this is one of the most complete kiosks that I've ever found, but I'm switching it up, you know, and I have to let go of some things to acquire other ones. I'll probably never find another Nintendo 64 as complete as this one locally, but it was fun having it. It's going to go to a great collector, a great home that loves Nintendo 64. The sign is also going as well, so, but I have things coming in as well, so keep an update for that. As always, enjoy.
And there she goes, guys. I strapped it down, put it in the back of the pickup, put all the other parts inside the cabinet, and off we went out to drop it off. But I just was wanting to show you guys how I would do things, and anybody that wants to own one of these things, how to better transport them without damaging them. So hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy.